A very good morning to all of you. Today we will start with a new unit, communication and network system. So, to before we start network, we should know why we need network. So, during the 20th century, the key technology has been information gathering, processing, and distribution. Among other developments, we have seen the installation of worldwide telephone networks and the birth, unexpected growth of a computer industry. So, while as we both are student and teacher are communicating in this situation through the internet, that is network. So internet is very helpful. Network is very helpful to for the communication, for sharing resources and exchanging information. So in today's era, we all are dealing with the network in our daily life. Either we will for online classes or for social media and many more things. So the question comes: what is network? Networks is an interconnected collection of autonomous computer. Here, what is autonomous? Means that no computer on the network can start, stop, or control another one. Okay, so basically, network says that it is a collection of interrelated computer. Fine, and computers should be autonomous, and autonomous means that no computer on the network can start, stop, or control another one. So when two computers are said to be interconnected, if they are capable of sharing and exchanging information. Okay, why we need a network? First thing is resource sharing. The aim is to make all programs and data peripherals available to anyone on the network, irrespective of the physical location of resources and the user. It is very easy that I will give you example. In your lab, if there are multiple computers, okay, and only one computer will share printer, fine, so it become very difficult. But if your computer are on network, then you can share printer with the multiple computers. So if at a one time two teachers are want to take print out, then they can easily take by two other computers, okay, without wasting. So it saves your time also. Reliability: a file can have copies on two or three different machines. So, if one of them is unavailable due to the hardware crash or some problem in one computer, then other copies could be used for the purpose for any application. Okay, so reliability has a great importance. Cost factor: if we can share resources, peripherals, then obviously it is cost effective also. So personal computer have better price performance ratio than microcomputer. So it is better to have PCs, one per user, with data stored on one shared file server machine. Next is your communication medium. Using a network, it is possible for managers working far apart to prepare financial report of the company. The changes at one end can be immediately noticed at the other end. Hence, it is speed up cooperation. For example, if I said something to one student and I said inform other student, that information will be distributed to other student by a one student. So a it is known as a communication medium, and network is a very good communication medium. So here you can see resource sharing means to make all programs, data peripherals available to any on computer irrespective to physical location of the resource and the user. Reliability means to keep the copy of a file on two or more different machine. So if one of them is unavailable, then its copy can be used. And cost factor, as I told you, that it reduce the cost. Okay, and communication immediately notice at one to another. So there are many advantages of networking as well as disadvantages also. If I ask for the advantages, sharing of resources, one of the advantage, sharing of storage, okay, and we can share softwares and improve communication, okay, and reliability. What are the need? These are all the similarly the advantages also. Now disadvantages. What is first disadvantages is the system are more sophisticated and complex to run. Here in the network diagram you are seeing that lot of wiring is needed to for the interconnection. Okay, and it become very complex to handle the wires or to see where which one get crash, so it becomes very complex. Second disadvantage, if the network a badly managed service can become unusable and productivity fails, because if you are not good in networking, so you are not able to recognize the fault which computer get faulty, so it is very complex as well as unusable for you. The third advantage, if software and files are held centrally, okay, this is your central computer, I must say, it may impossible to carry out any work if the central server. If this get fails, then there is no use of other computers. Fine. So people become reliant on the communication. If these fail, it can cause havoc. The last but not the least disadvantage is file security. File security is more important, especially if connected to any LAN, WAN or any service. Okay, example protection from viruses. So and your file can be readable by other person also. So these are the advantages and disadvantages of a computer. Okay, now the next thing is application of network. Basically there are three application of networks. One is sharing, another one is access to remote database, and communication facilities. Okay, so I must say there are three. If we go to the application, there is three application. I'm writing over here sharing. Okay, yeah, sharing. Second is your access to remote database, and third is your communication facility. So in sharing you can share your peripherals, okay, and softwares, as I told you, access to remote database. So another major area of network use is to access remote database. It is easy for the average person sitting at his PC to make reservation airplanes, trains, hotels and so on anywhere in the world with instant confirmation. So most of you aware how to reserve a train, how to make a reservation, or how to book a flight, how to book a hotel from the internet. So at one place, you are sitting one place and you can do multiple tasks. So you can access to the remote database. And communication facility, you all know. Next, evolution of computer. So it comes evolution of computer. ARPANET, it's a first network. Okay, when it comes in 1969. So we can say ARPANET is the seed of today's internet, and it was planted in 1969. What's the full form? And who planted it? US government. And the basically US Department of Defense, okay, and sponsor a project named ARPANET. The goal of this project was to connect computers at different universities and US defense. Okay, and the full form of ARPANET is Advanced Research Project. Here you can see Advanced Research Projects Agency Network. Fine. To connect computer at various universities and defense agency. The objective of ARPANET was to develop a network that could continue function efficiently even in the event of a nuclear attack. When ARPANET introduced, the scientists or engineers or students who involved in this project were began exchanging data and messages on it. The user of the system were also able to play long distance games, socialize with people who were share with interest. Okay, so after this ARPANET, NSFNet, that is NSFNet introduced in the mid of 1980s. I'm writing here, you can see, yeah, that is NSFNet. Okay, and NSFNet is introduced in 1980s and was started to make a high capacity network to be used strictly for academic and engineering research. So when NSFNet introduced, the importance of ARPANET get reduced. Okay, so many private companies, after this NSFNet, many private companies built their own networks which were later interconnected along with ARPANET and NSFNet to form Internet. After this, that Internet is introduced, and till today life we are using Internet. So what's the full form of NSFNet? National Science Foundation. I'm repeating, National Science Foundation. Net is for network. Now, internet, interconnection network. Okay, the internet is a worldwide network of computer network. It is not owned by anybody. And when internet is introduced in 1990s, and when NSFNet in 1980s. Okay. So first network come in 1969, then 1980, then 1990s. Internet come, and the networking of ARPANET and NSNet and other private network resulted into Internet. Okay, so we can say Internet is a worldwide network of computer network, and it is owned by anybody. And internet is a super network because it connects many smaller network together and allow all the computer to exchange information with each other. To accomplish this all, the computer on the network have to use common set of rules. And what are set of rules? In one word, what we say set of rules? Protocols. Okay, so protocols are the set of rules, and to play any internet we need some protocols. Okay, for internet which protocol is used? TCP IP and TCP oblique IP. Fine. So internet uses a set of protocol called TCP IP. What's the full form of TCP? Transmission Control Protocol, and IP is Internet Protocol. Now question comes, how does internet work? In internet, most computers are connected directly to the internet rather than connected to a smaller network, which is turned are connected through gateways and backbone. See here, if these are simply your computer, okay, we can say this is, yeah, we can say that this is one network, this is another network, okay, here also another network. So multiple of network, I'm drawing something here. You can say network 1, network 2, and network 3, fine, network 4, and these all are connected with each other, fine, and here might be a backbone, okay, you can say it's a backbone of a computer, and these all connected with this is how does internet works. Okay, this is network 1 and 1, this is n2, this is n3, and this is n4. So these are the small networks which are connected through a backbone of the or server of the network. Okay, so in internet most computers are not connected, they are not connected. Here one computer in network 1, there are a lot of computers, so 4 computer we are using here. So in network 1, if we are using 4 computers, it's not writing now. Yeah, if 4 computers we are using, then we can say that they are not directly, only networks are directly connected to the internet, fine. And how they are connected? They are connected through gateways to the internet backbone. What are gateways now? Gateway is a device that connects dissimilar network. Gateway are the device. Some device will be kept over here because they are connected to the backbone, so these are considered as a device. So gateway are the device which are connected network to the backbone of the network. Okay, so here we introduce with two new terms, one is gateway and another one is backbone. I'm writing here gateway, and second term is, you can say, server as well as backbone of the network, server or backbone, fine. So if what's the definition of gateway? A gateway is a device that connects dissimilar network. And backbone, a backbone is a central interconnecting structure that connects one or more networks, just like the trunk of a tree or the spine of a human being. Okay, now see some functions. I will tell you how internet functions of internet. At the some computer, at the source computer, which is source computer, from where we are accessing the data, the message or a file or a document to a sent another computer is firstly divided into small parts called packets. What we call packets. When we send an email, we know we are sending an email, and email is directly what received by the acknowledger. But see how they are sending. We only write an email and we send. We don't know how it works. First, that email get converted or divided into small parts called packet, and these packets generally contain some information, and each packet is given a number like 1, 2, 3. okay, series wise. All the packets are then sent to the address of destination computer. The destination computer receives the packets in random manner. Even receive packet 10 before packet 1 received. If packet is garbled or lost, it is demanded again, because if it is not demanded, your data will be lost and you writing something and destination computer will get something else, so there will be a miscommunication. So if packet get lost, it will ask again and again for the packet. The packet are assembled in order of their number and original message file document is obtained. Okay, so how internet functioning will work. The reason that internet works at all is that every computer connected to it uses the some set of rules. If there is not no set of rules, then there will be miscommunication. Because as you study in your studies also, there are some rules, okay, that you have to do your work in the notebook, you have to complete on time. These are the rules. Similarly, if the internet is working, then there are also some set of rules, those are called protocols. Okay, so the communication protocols used by internet is TCP IP. First one is TCP, yeah, TCP and IP. Okay, so what is TCP? TCP is transmission control protocol. Fine, and is responsible for dividing file into messages. As I told you, if you're writing some email, it will get divided into small parts. Those are called packets. Then packet will send to the computer destination. Okay, so the responsibility of TCP is divided your file or message into packet on the source computer. It TCP is also responsible for assembling the received packet at destination or receipt computer. Okay, so basic function of TCP is to divide your data into packets, and it is also responsible that the destination should get these packets in proper manner. IP protocol is responsible for handling the address of destination computer so that each packet is routed to its proper destination. You shall learn about TCP IP in details later in the chapter. See, if I post a letter, okay, I know I can ask through the phone to the receiver that you get a letter. If he or she get a letter, he will say yes, I get a letter. But what is the, this is only the working of TCP. And if I said IP, if we see postman, postman is responsible, postman will post the letter to the correct destination address. Okay, so postman, here postman will work as IP, and TCP is only responsible for source and destination, not for routing latter. Okay, that is a work of postman. Now, interspace. Interspace is a client-server software program that allow multiple users to communicate online with real-time audio, video, text, chat in dynamic 3D environment. Fine. Or we can say that interspace provide the most advanced form of communication available on the internet today. Interspace is a vision of what the internet will become, which user cross correlate information in multiple ways from multiple sources. It is an application environment for interconnecting spaces to manipulate information, much as internet is a protocol environment for interconnecting network to transmit data. Fine. So we can say it's just a client server program which allow multiple users to communicate online with real-time audio video. as we are connecting on the Zoom, that is through the internet space. We are connecting by using internet, but the environment given, that software, okay, Zoom is a software. That program allow multiple user to communicate online, fine. So internet through which Zoom get connected to you, but Zoom is a interspace. I hope till here you will get a clear picture, fine. So study this thing and at your home, and from next we will start with switching techniques, fine. Have a good day.